It is time to answer your questions. You guys have left me questions to answer on Discord, and I'm going to get to those. So if you want to ask me a question to answer on the podcast, feel free to join the Discord in the description. It'll be there. Head over to the Ask EmSwizzle channel, and you can go ahead and ask me questions, and I will answer them on the podcast. So, our first one being, most overrated mainline Zelda game. Oh, I'm gonna get some heat. No matter what game I say, I'm gonna get some heat. I'll say Majora's Mask. It's a very great game, but you cannot deny it feels a little bit rushed. It could have been a lot greater, but it feels like they didn't want to take their time. It feels like they wanted to get it out. It really just could have overall been a whole lot better. There's not much more I can say. It was great otherwise. I'm not trying to bring it down. It was a phenomenal game before I get any hate. But, I mean, go and replay that game and tell me it could not have used more time and more effort. Come on. Oh, and by the way, that was asked from that diehard Mario fan. Next, F100 Games asks, have you ever played Angry Birds? I have played Angry Birds, but not in forever. You know, we all had it on our phones back in the day. You sling the bird. But no, I haven't played it in like recent times, like not in the past 2 years. But yes, I have played Angry Birds. Fun game and will always forever be a classic. Next, from Abu Tate, have I ever watched Dragon Ball Z? I've never dipped my toes into any anime before. I don't know, it just never really interested me. I mainly just watch YouTube. I don't watch anime or like a bunch of whole TV shows or movies. I just watch YouTube, honestly. And I have not watched Dragon Ball Z, but I've heard good things about it. My brother watches it. I've heard good things. And you like what you like, but I've never seen it before. So, next, which Smash Bros. Game is overrated to you? Overrated? See, I've only ever played Smash Bros. Brawl, and then all the ones after that. So, I missed Melee. I couldn't really say, to be honest, because they're all really, really good. Brawl was really good. The Wii U one was really good. That one's underrated, really. And then Smash Ultimate is also really good. So, I couldn't really say, because I've never played Melee before. Maybe the 3DS one, if I had to say something, just because it's like, oh yeah, Smash, but it's a pretty poor game, honestly. Like, it's not the best, like, graphically. So I guess maybe the 3DS one, but that's a very hard answer for me, because the 3DS one is not bad for its hardware. Just like, everyone's like, yeah, Smash, and everyone's got it, and like, it's the best thing ever, but it looks terrible. That's what I would have to say, the 3DS one, but once again, it's not even that bad. It's a really, really good game, and a good experience for a handheld console that is not the Switch. So, yeah. Smash Bros. 3DS. And by the way, that was asked by TaskCab. I have to start saying their names before I read the question. All right. JC the Memer asked, did you hear about the rumor that the next mainline Mario game is bringing back the mechanics of Super Mario Bros. 2? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? I have not. Let me research. Okay, so Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad are playable characters in this rumored Mario game, as we talked about earlier. The big Super Mario Bros. 2 rumor is just that Peach is being a playable character ever since Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES. So if Peach turns out to be a playable character in this new Mario Bros. Game, that is going to be really cool. And I believe that is what JC the Memer is referring to. That is what all the articles say here, that Peach is coming back, and that's the first time since Mario Bros. 2. So I've heard about it now, and for those at home that did not know, now you know. Next, a question from Alp Deniz K. I hope I'm saying the name right. Is there a Switch Pro controller with paddles? Now, I assume that you mean like paddles on the back here. So this one does. This is the 8-bit Do Pro controller for the Switch. My only thing is, though, I don't know if these work with the Switch. I believe that this controller works with the computer too, with like Windows. So these might only work for Windows. I don't know if they work for the Switch. So unless I'm wrong, these don't work with the Switch. So to answer your question, I would go on Amazon and search for that, because I'm not too sure if they make those. I can do it for you. Oh yeah, so there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them on Amazon, but they are not official. They are all third party. And I mean, they exist, and I'm sure that some of them are pretty good. So your answer is on Amazon, my friend. I kind of get that though. Like, I have these Binbok Joy-Cons. If you want these have paddles that actually work on the back. These, or buttons rather, not paddles, but these have buttons. These actually work. But they're obviously Joy-Cons. May or may not be what you're looking for. So there you go. There's some on Amazon. I couldn't recommend you a brand. I've never tried them before. But look for one that has good reviews, and I'm sure that you will be all good and enjoy those paddles on the back. Now, next 2 questions from Abu Tate to end off the podcast. 1, favorite movie. Favorite movie has got to be, when I tell you, I'm not a movie guy, but I've watched maybe 2 movies the entire year, excluding Christmas movies. I mean, even still, I watched Frosty the Snowman this holiday season. Like, I don't have a favorite movie, unfortunately. I couldn't tell you. But the 2 movies that I watched this year were Top Gun Maverick and Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday was probably my favorite one out of those 2, which seems like that wouldn't be the case, but it is. Starring Joe Coy. It made me laugh a lot. So it's PG-13. I would recommend it if you're a laughy guy. But I can never pick my favorite movie. I feel like I know one, but I don't. Like, I can't think of one. Maybe the Mario movie will be my new favorite movie. Maybe after that we'll have a new favorite movie, but let's see if it's even good first, okay? Now, for our final question, we have Abu Tate asking, favorite anime. I have never watched anime in my life. I could not tell you. I'm sorry to not be able to answer both those questions, but like, I guess I'm just not that kind of guy. You know, I can watch a movie. If someone puts on a movie, I can watch, but I'm probably not going to put one on and watch it by myself. You know, like, I'm not that kind of guy. If I'm going in a theater, I'm locked in on the movie. If I'm watching with somebody at home, I'm pretty locked in. If I'm watching by myself, I would rather be doing anything else, anything but watching a movie. I just cannot focus in on it.